What's going on, traders? It's Trader Timbo back with another video. I just wanted to hop on and do a quicker video today. I just do my review of my trade today. So looking at the chart here, this is the previous day's high and the previous day's low, right? So I do the previous day high zone in green, previous day low zone in red. This is the way I do it. So coming into this morning, I trade, after 9:30 is when I start look for trades. So we had this CPI. There was news this morning. Not a whole lot of movement, but we had a high here from the pre-market and the CPI high. So I put that level on the chart. And then I had this level up here, kind of this overnight high. So those are kind of the main levels I'm working with to come in for the day. So I was basically looking for a move outside of either below previous day's low zone or above that kind of CPI high level, right? So let's jump to a 5-minute chart here. And you can see the open. We move up, have a pretty good move up, and we come back down to retest that pre-market high, that CPI high level. And that was kind of a key level to watch for today. So we come down, starting to see some buying coming in, some indecision, some wicks. And then boom, we get a move back up. I was looking to see if there was an entry on this trade and I just missed it. It kind of happened pretty quick, but I was eyeing it in the Discord, but I just missed it. So no big deal. I said I'm going to wait and see what happens at this next level. So we end up getting a really strong move up and we come and tap into the previous day high zone and get a pretty good rejection there. We move back down, and at this point I'm watching to see how we're going to react near the 9 EMA. Are we going to bounce off it? Are we going to get back above this overnight high, this level right here? Are we going to get back above that level? But usually when we reject, one of these sides of the previous day high zone or the previous day low zone, a lot of times you'll get a move back to the other zone, right? So in the morning, actually, something I forgot to mention, we kind of had already bounced out of this previous day low zone right here, right? So I think I mentioned this in the Discord. I said there's a chance we can go up and hit previous day high zone if we're able to hold above that, the 56, this pre-market CPI high level right here, right? So we ended up doing that. We ended up hitting the previous day high zone. I missed it. It is what it is. I was just trying to be patient and wait for a good setup. So we had that pretty strong rejection down. And at this point, I'm thinking like, all right, there's a chance we could bounce here, but I just didn't like that rejection out of that zone. So I just wanted to wait and see if we could maybe get back above this 123 level. So we end up breaking down back below that, the CPI high level. So now we've broken, or first we rejected this previous day high zone. We got back below the overnight high. We're back under the CPI high level, right? So now it's looking pretty bearish overall, if you ask me. And I was actually kind of looking to see if there was a trade here. I just didn't love the setup, but we got a nice move back to the 9 EMA, rejected right here and moved down. I missed it, no big deal. And then we came down. We got close to previous day low zone. And we started to move back up. And we got back up near that CPI high level again. And we started to kind of get some closes back above the 9 EMA, but like nothing that strong, right? We weren't getting like space beyond the 9 EMA. And the 9 EMA is kind of just like kind of sideways a little bit. So I didn't really trust this reclaim of the 9 with this level here. I wanted to see more evidence, like a higher push and then a move back down. So I wasn't convinced on this. And then we had this again. I'm like, all right, maybe they are going to push it. But still, if you look at these bodies of these candles, they're just kind of shrinking, right? Even though there's a big wick here, I wasn't convinced that we're going to move back up yet, right? I was looking more at this is a bigger move down, and this is kind of retracing that move, right? We're kind of like in the middle area of this move down. So I was still kind of waiting to see. I want to see more. And then we got this candle, right? So a bunch of people probably tried buying after they saw this wick and this push up. And then we closed back under the CPI high level, right? and we closed also back under the 9 EMA. So anyone who tried going long here is kind of trapped now. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, like I like a short here. We're back under this level. We just had this move down from previous day high zone, and I'm looking to target back into previous day low zone possibly. So next candle opened up. You can see how this is where I took my entry. But it opened up, it came up, rejected this 56 level here on NQ, and then it flipped back red, and that's when I took my entry, right? We ended up getting a quick move down. I scaled out one. I got in with two micros on MNQ. I got out kind of into strength here, right? I always try to peel one off fairly quick when I have more than one contract into strength, and then I was holding the other one to see if we can get down to this previous day low zone. So we end up moving back up after kind of making a new low here. We kind of swept it a little bit, moved back up to the 9 EMA. The 9 EMA held. We get another nice move back down. It looked like they're maybe going to bounce it a bit. It kind of just consolidated and moved back down again. Still kind of holding that 9 EMA. And I thought at this point, right here, I thought maybe there's a chance we're going to maybe break that previous day low and get a flush. I was hoping for a move down to like 850 area, somewhere down in here, to take off or at least trail tight my second contract. They end up bouncing it pretty strong. And I was kind of watching. I think I had my stop right above here, I believe. Because if we're going to push up and get continuation above the 9 and above these highs, I was going to stop out. But we get a red candle the next 5 minute. And at that point, I was like, all right, there's a strong move up out of previous day low. I'm already up nicely on the trade. At this point, I was up, let's see, over 100 points at that point. So I was already kind of happy with the trade, right? So I moved my stop at this point just above these highs. But I was like, since there's a good push here, there's a chance these buyers might want to hold this thing up, right? When you see like a strong push and then we get back to that level, there's a decent chance that, you know, whoever was there last could be there again to defend it. So we moved back down, and I decided to just take it off, and that was it. So I ended up getting, let's see how many points that was, like over 130 points on that second contract. So the runner ended up working out pretty nicely today. And then let's see, they ended up kind of stalling here, and then we end up bouncing out of this zone. So these previous day high and low zones you got to be careful with, because a lot of times you'll get reactions out of them. So, but I got what I wanted out of it. Like I said, the thesis of it was we rejected this zone. We lost. We couldn't hold this zone. We couldn't hold this level. So we lost 2 different levels after rejecting the previous day high zone. So that's when I'm thinking like there's a good chance we can come down to the previous day low zone, right? Just kind of play in the range. So took one off, you know, quick, and then held one to see if we can get a little bit farther. And that was it for me for today. So yesterday I overtraded a bit. Took way too many trades trying to go for the P&L on it. So today was a good rebound day, just taking one trade, being satisfied with it, being done. And I ended my day. I forgot I had, here's my 2 funded accounts at the top. So 340 on those. And they're up about $1,000 on the week now. And then I traded 2, I forgot I had these copied on the copier. I didn't mean to trade these today, but I ended up passing them, so is what it is. And I guess I'll now have 4 total funded accounts moving forward with these Apex accounts. So hopefully I can keep going with these and get some payouts on those top 2 funded accounts, and then keep working towards building the other ones. So yeah, that was it for me today. One and done. So good rebound from yesterday after over trading, and just being patient to wait for a good setup, wait for, you know, a clear direction, wait for a good entry right off a level back below the 9 EMA, and end up working out. So I'm happy with it. And by the way, my risk on this, when I entered it, I believe I put my stop like above this candle high. So basically when this thing went green to red I got in, right? So if this thing were to then go like back all the way up and take out this high, like I wouldn't want to be in anymore, right? Because that would probably mean that I'm not right on the trade anymore. So that's a logical area to put the stop, right? Because we rejected this level. I wouldn't want it to be going much higher above this 56 level, to be taking out this red candle. So excuse me, that's where the stop was at on this trade. So yeah, that was it for me today. So hopefully that makes sense and kind of helps you guys with maybe getting some ideas for how to take some trades in the future for yourselves with these levels and the EMAs, and kind of using them in conjunction with each other. But really, like, if you're looking for like an EMA reclaim of the 9 EMA, if we don't get like a good extension beyond it and then a pullback to it, it's like not as likely to work. Like if we're just kind of getting just beyond it, like the candles aren't big beyond it, we're not getting space beyond it, and it's kind of like it's not sloping much to the upside either here. So really that's what you want to see. You want to see it get space, like this gets space away and then comes back to the 9 here, and then the 9 rejects it again here, and you get another move down, more space. And you can see we kind of start to get less space, and it starts to kind of flatten out, and that's when it doesn't work anymore, right? And then you get a pretty good move away from it here, and it comes back and it holds here. You get another decent little move, but you're not getting much follow through here. And then you kind of just consolidate on it, and then you get that big move away from it, come back to it. It got space, right? It came back to it. Looks like it rejected here and came back down again. This time you didn't get as much space, and now the EMA starts to flatten, so you can't really trust it as much, right? And then you get above it here, not much space. Below it, not much space. So like now it's just kind of choppy, right? Kind of the same conditions that I traded in yesterday when I took all those trades that I shouldn't have taken, right? We're kind of just not getting space beyond the 9 EMA where there's not good momentum, there's not clear direction. That's when you don't want to be taking trades, right? So that was kind of the idea of this trade that I took, is the bulls weren't able to like reclaim the 9 with any there's no good push beyond it and a pullback to it, right? They kind of got above it, but didn't really get much beyond it. And then we had a good close back under it, right? Back under the level, rejected the level, green to red move, get in, right? So that's honestly my favorite way to enter trades, is when you get a good color candle close in your favor, right, with kind of a level in the area. I mean, this is honestly doesn't happen like all that often, where you get like a really nice close, like a perfect wick off it, green to red move. Because these are the plays where you can pretty much have like no drawdown if it works, because it's just like it's starting to move back the other direction. Like I don't even know if I took any drawdown on this trade. I think it literally just went right away. And that's the kind of trades you want to be taking. Those are the stress-free trades that I prefer. So obviously you don't get them all the time, but if you get a nice candle close, near level, it rejects the level again on the next candle, goes green to red or red to green, depending on whatever direction you're taking. Like that's my favorite way to enter a trade. And then you just put your risk either above the wick or above the previous candle is how I like to do it. So, or above the level, however you want to do it. So it's kind of all personal preference. So hope this video helped, guys. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please give a like and subscribe to the channel. And then also, guys, Apex and Lucid, if you're going to buy any evals with them, I'd appreciate it if you guys use my code Timbo. I think Apex, I believe, is 85% off right now with their new accounts, and then Lucid 50% off with their first 2, I think, that you buy, and then I think they're 40% and then maybe 30% after that for those accounts. So, all right, guys, I'm going to call it here. Thanks for watching. I'm going to try to keep doing more of these reviews every day here moving forward, try to be more consistent with this, kind of keep myself accountable, and hopefully help you guys out. And also, guys, I have a free Discord where I do try to, give out, what I'm seeing, maybe give even out like alerts. Not that it's an alert service, but I'm kind of like calling things out, how I'm seeing it. There's a few of us in there. If you guys want to come check it out, kind of see me, what I'm thinking in real time. And I'm also, like I said before, I'm going to start doing some some more live streaming, I think. Maybe next week. I kind of just want to get these accounts built up first before I get back to live streaming. So we'll see. We'll see on that. But in the meantime, if you want to come check out the Discord, I'll put a link in the description as well. So, all right, guys, thanks for tuning in, and we will see you in the next one. All right, guys, see ya.